like.
Oh yeah, that's his newest one. He
sorry you
crackles his like throat like he's hawking up a loogie or something.
Sorry to the headphone users that had to hear that.
Yeah, that was
ASMR style.
Absolutely disgusting. I can't imagine. So sorry for him, but.
Hello, welcome back to Adulting Midwest Style. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Alicia.
This is a podcast where we talk about adulting and being first-time parents while sipping on our favorite beers. I got me some Canoe Paddler from Line and Kugels.
And I have something new. I've never had it before, so there's a good chance we might need to trade it out. But it is called the Wisconsinite by Lakefront.
This is not very good. There we go.
That's that cheap-ass one that your sister got you for your birthday.
That's true. Oh.
You forgot.
Almost forgot.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck to me.
Yep.
Oh. I don't know about that one.
Okay.
It's like skunky almost. Water, barley, wheat, hops, and yeast. No offense to Lakefront, but not my favorite. Not my favorite. Yeah, I still have like a skunky. No thanks. Ooh. Spotted cow instead.
It's double beer day for Aaron.
I don't think that's a problem, is it? I have to throw two caps.
Never a problem.
All right. So this episode, our son, Theo, is now 9 months.
Woo-hoo.
9 months in my belly, 9 months out now.
Yep.
It's crazy.
He has spent more time living than he has been growing inside
yes.
Inside your uterus.
Technically, yes.
So
fun facts for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we'd do a 9-month update, which is the whole episode, whole reason for it. I guess we're going to jump right into kind of the thoughts of the last month since we did our, I think it was our first full episode when we did the first 8 months of being first-time parents. So definitely check that out over yonder if you haven't already. But we're going to kind of design this whole episode and future episodes kind of how we did that, where we kind of broke down everything that's happening, products, and then the real talk.
Yeah, like every 4 or 5 episodes would be about a month, so.
Yeah. But anyway, so to start things off, he is for sure 100% getting more mobile, which is fun, but also a little intimidating.
Yes, especially when he's in the crib. He has now learned to sit up from once laying down on his back. So very soon we're going to have to move the crib down.
Yep. And we place him somewhere like kind of towards the middle of the crib when we put him down to bed. And then somehow
he will not end up there.
No. Somehow he'll end up like on his back against one side of the crib at like
perpendicular to where we put him before
midnight, and then by morning he's like on the fucking other side of the crib with like his ass in the air. By the way, how can kids sleep like that?
I don't know. I can't
sleep with my butt in the air like that. I have literally tried to just be in that position, like almost like child's pose, like the yoga pose, but like his hands aren't. I don't know. I could not sleep in that position. But anyway, so he is definitely just more mobile. He's trying so hard to crawl. He hasn't quite yet. We're hoping, I'm thinking like in the next week or so.
Yeah. I think that he wants to like, he sees what he needs and it's just out of reach, and he'll like,
you can see his determination.
Reach out and like, I will like fake crawl around and he'll laugh and giggle and whatnot, and it's always awesome to see that. But it's like, just do it.
Yeah. Just move the knees and the hands and do that. Because as soon as he's going to be crawling, he'll be walking really fast because all he wants to do, quite literally, is be standing. Mm-hmm. He is an expert at pulling up on us. We're like human jungle gyms.
Yes.
He pulls up on us, pulls up and holds up on top, like on the couch, things like that. With some support, but he's very strong in his legs. So I think once he learns to crawl, it won't be long till he starts walking.
He likes to hug. Scary. He likes to hug my neck, and then I'll just let him be there, and I'll kind of put my arms in like a halo around him so that he won't fall. Yeah, won't fall anyway or near anything that would break his face.
Right.
So.
First, like, that's the main thing. He is just crazy mobile right now, crawling all over his crib.
That is significantly better than, call it 7 months ago.
7 months ago?
No, like when he was 7 months.
Oh, I'm sorry. So when he was 2 months old?
No.
You said it, not me.
Hey, drink your beer.
Okay. Anyway, another fun thing that happened in the last month is he got 2 teeth, bottom 2, so cute. When they first popped through, I didn't even see them pop through, but I guess I think I put my finger in his mouth for some reason, and I felt them, and then like I felt like a week later they were like poking through. They were really obviously, and now they're like
they are
pretty there. Yeah. You can feel him when he's like giving you like open mouth kisses and things like that. So 2 teeth. Do you want to say the next one?
Yeah. He is totally just a chow hound with his foods.
Yes.
He can't get enough of them.
Stage 2 is what he's in and still.
Specifically orange foods.
Yes.
Pumpkin, sweet potato.
Carrot. He likes carrot.
Green, he'll
eat it.
Yeah.
It's not his favorite.
Squash.
Yeah,
that's kind of yellowy.
Yeah.
He can't get you can't feed him fast enough. We need a bigger spoon.
We've been thickening it now though, because he was in the stage 2 in like his 8 month, but I want to kind of introduce those textures. So we've been adding like rice cereal to the stage 2 foods to thicken it, and then we've also been giving him pretty much whatever we're eating at meal times, because now he will eat his meals with us. So we're usually eating something and we'll just throw some stuff on his high chair right before he gets his own food. And
grilled cheese.
Yeah, he does okay.
Yeah. No matter what, we're going to give it to him. We're going to try. Even if we know that this isn't probably going to go well.
No. And not go well, meaning like he just won't try it.
Yeah.
It's not so much as like he's barfing as much anymore or anything. It's more just like he won't actually go try it.
Well, today he was gagging while holding a noodle.
Yeah.
He didn't have any noodle in his mouth. But he was just holding it. All right. Maybe we won't give him a red sauced noodle right now.
Yeah. But I mean, he's getting better. Like you can see each week he's progressively like more interested in what we're doing. And so we're going to just keep offering it. And we've noticed though that if we put it in his mouth, he spits it out right away. So he has to be the one that like does it, which
investigate. But his pincher is so
his pincer reflex.
Puffs and
puffs. He has those like edible teethers. I don't know what they're called. They're like little boats.
I think they're called teethers. Like
I know, but the product,
yeah.
He eats those all the time. He likes Belvita crackers. We get the minis. Like we got the minis for us, and then I just kind of threw him some, and he enjoys those. So
yeah, kind of like the carbs.
Yeah, he likes his
Ritz crackers. Yeah.
Not so much fruits and veggies, but we just offer everything because we want him to. We don't want him to be a picky eater for sure. So
I wasn't here for this, but we did have a pretty scary incident.
Yes. So I had been giving him peanut butter, little bits on those edible teethers, just like little dabs on the edges to try to introduce it because I didn't want to like spread it on there because if he had like a scary reaction, I'm not all for that. So, burps are coming already. Ugh. Anyway, and so he had no obvious reaction to it, like nothing out of the ordinary. And so one morning before daycare, I decided to kind of use my finger and like spread like a little strip. It wasn't even an inch long. It was like definitely more than what I had given him. And within a minute, maybe two, he like was frantically like, it was like an itch he could not scratch, but he was like frantically like itching his neck, his face, his arms.
I can't imagine. Yeah,
it was frantic. Like it was like crazy how insane he looked. Which I mean, that sounds mean, but it's true. Like he just, like I said, it was like an itch he could not scratch for the death of him. Like he just couldn't. And I was freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I think this is an allergic reaction. I think he's like having a reaction.
Yeah, we haven't really had a direct allergic reaction before this. Like no other foods he has shown us signs of anything. No. And we've given him peanut butter before.
Right. But further investigation, I guess, with some of these allergies, like the next time he gets it, it's like more obvious. And then the next time it's more severe and so on and so forth. So it wouldn't be weird if he did have a nut allergy and it like progressed to like this. Cause it could next time if we offered it or he's got an appointment coming up anyway. So I was going to talk to my doctor in person, but anyway, so he gets this reaction. I like grab the Benadryl and give him a dose. Gave him a bath before daycare and kept him home that day. And he was perfectly fine within like a half hour. But
Benadryl is so good.
Yeah. It works like a charm.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have it though, I don't even know what I would have done, to be honest. Like I was like
urgent care
crying, and I'm not a crier, but I just like could not believe what was happening because I was like, you've had it before. Like, what the hell? And he like, yeah, I mean,
and he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's not even that. And
like, so I'm not opposed to like maybe offering it again, but like in a controlled environment. I'm going to talk to, ready. Yeah. Like I said, he's got a doctor's appointment this week at the end of the week. And so
they might be able to test for that too.
I don't think they test that early.
I'm just saying that they might.
I don't know. I really don't think they test that early. But anyway, so I'm going to talk to his doctor about if we should just avoid it or offer it again in another month and see how it goes, like in a controlled like environment with Benadryl, with Aaron there, because I was by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like frantic myself. But yeah, so we did have a little scare with that. We're going to take a break from the PB, which is kind of problematic for us because
we love peanut butter.
We enjoy that quite a bit. So if he does end up having an allergy, that would be a big fat bummer.
Yeah, it would be a bummer.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated as time goes on, but we're going to lay off the PB for now.
Does anybody have any suggestions for like what you give your kids or
at this age or like how to introduce things? Because our best method again is just kind of slicing it up and putting it on his tray before his food is our best method right now, because that's when he's hungry and I guess more willing to try new things is what we've found.
We tried it after, didn't have success.
Yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions on a better way of doing it or food that have worked for you, comment below or direct message me. I actually have 2 Instagrams now.
Ooh.
You can do Always Al or Adulting Midwest Style is our other one, our business one. So hit us up on either one.
Business, huh?
Business one. As if like it's a bit, no, whatever. Anyway, another thing that has been prevalent this month is he is babbling, yelling, so many new sounds. It's crazy. Not quite words yet. Like he's kind of getting like the ba 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 ba, like especially when he's eating his puffs.
Yes.
But it's never been like a solid word yet.
Or a new sound like.
Oh yeah, that's his newest one. He
sorry you
crackles his like throat like he's hawking up a loogie or something.
Sorry to the headphone users that had to hear that.
Yeah, that was
ASMR style.
Absolutely disgusting. I can't imagine. So sorry for him. But yeah, so he's just kind of coming up with all these new sounds. It's really funny. And yeah, like his latest one is just like he's like hawking up a loogie or like a hairball or something. No, we don't need it again.
Okay.
Again, so sorry. But yeah, so that is definitely, it was happening before, but not so prevalently, not so loud. But, oh my God, not so like, it's more like noises now. It's not as just like him just yelling. Now it's like you can tell there's different sounds, noises, blah, blah, blah. And then the final thing, do you want to touch on the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's great is, and I can't imagine him being worse than he is now, but he sleeps through the night and we have that luxury.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's been doing it for quite some time now. He just kept those sleep regressions that they talk about. He was definitely having those when he's going through like these milestones and whatnot, but we're back to the sleeping through the night about like 7:30, 8 o'clock till about 6:30, 6:45 sometimes if we're lucky. But
I would say with one occasion during the night where we could get up, we could put a nook back in his mouth. Maybe he can't find it. Maybe we think he's too close to an edge or whatnot. But
it's not very often anymore. Now that he is more mobile in his crib, he finds his nook and pops it back in if he wants it, or he just rolls over because now like I said, he literally just moves around and finds where he wants to be and then passes right back out. So It's really rare when we do have to get up. And so that is a luxury we are so thankful that we have and have had for a while. But anyway, let's get into our favorite products.
Yeah. Number one, and we did not mention this. We've had it throughout his whole life.
Yeah, we didn't mention it. We forgot it. But I couldn't imagine raising him without it.
So it's the Hatch.
It's a noise machine that is also like a nightlight. And I'm pretty sure
it's fairly
popular.
All the links will be down in the description.
Yes.
If you're on YouTube, you are not on YouTube, come check us out on YouTube.
Or direct message me and I can shoot you the link personally.
If you're interested in one of these. Yeah. But it is a sound machine. Mm-hmm. It is a light up.
It's a
nightlight that is completely customizable.
To your kid. You can have schedules on it. We haven't done like a schedule or anything.
We just turn it off and on.
Yeah, we just turn it off and on. There's one noise that he loves. It's the rain. And then we keep it like a darker blue color just to keep it not super bright if he was to wake up in the middle of the night and like stare at it like, ooh. Mm-hmm. The only reason I registered for it was because it was literally on every like recommended registry list, or like a noise machine was. And then when you like search, because every pregnant person does this, they look, what's the best noise machine? What's the best stroller? And then you get like the top 10 list. This was always on it and it was pretty cheap. I think it's only like $60 and it's complete. Oh, we didn't mention this. It's completely Bluetooth. So you can connect it to your phone and control it from your phone. So we are able to turn it on and off, switch sound. App. Yep. Switch sounds, switch the colors, everything. It's completely controlled on your phone. Which is also pretty nice, especially when he did move into his own room. We were able to obviously control it and not have to like sneak in there to do anything.
The volume, the illuminosity of the light, like if you want to make it, if you want,
big word.
I know. If you want to make it brighter, if you want to make it
Aaron said, completely customizable, super awesome. Like he said, we've used it since birth. And it's been great. And so we highly recommend that one. Another one, which is more my recommendation because I was the one doing it, was cutting their nails with nail clippers is so freaking hard. Like,
and
especially when they were like soft, like newborn nails. Like,
they want to kind of fidget. You're kind of there, and you just kind of have to commit. And sometimes
I honestly made him bleed a few times, and it was the saddest thing.
Because it's the cry that doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
Until it does.
And oh my god, it broke my heart. I think I did it twice, and then I was like, screw this, I'm gonna find something else. I found an electric nail file.
It is,
and it's for babies.
Yeah, it's essentially a little battery powered
like a Dremel.
Yeah,
almost.
And it has really fine. It kind of has more coarse. If like I needed to use it on my foot or something.
Disgusting, but yeah, it has different attachments is what he's saying. So it has like for when their nails are soft, and then it progressively gets like rougher as they get older and everything. But it's been so nice. Obviously, I'm not cutting him anymore, and I've been using that, and it also like smooths it too, because sometimes when you're using the nail clipper, you leave like a sharp edge, and so
scratch themselves,
right? Because he did. For the longest time, he actually wore socks on his hands because he would scratch himself so often.
Pro tip. Socks on the hands so they don't claw their eyes out.
Because those damn mittens didn't work. His hands were almost always too big, or they just fell right off. And so highly recommend putting just a pair of socks on them, on their hands if they're scratchers.
And I know your instant reaction is like, oh, I don't want to like restrict my kid's hands. And we asked the doctor, and he's like, yeah, do it.
Well, and when they're in the socks too, like it's not like they're like tights, like they're not like stuck like together. This. Like we let it be like a little loose on the end so that he could like flex his hands and move them around. But highly, highly, highly recommend an electric nail file for them. And it, again, we got it on Amazon, and it was not expensive. I think it was maybe like $10-ish. Again, we'll link all these below so you can see the prices, but I think it was about 10 to 15, and so worth it though, because you have to cut their nails almost twice a week when they're growing so fast. So
also our sleep sacks. He wears them now
for a while now. We finally found some that we really like,
and they fit him because he's, if you haven't heard,
long and skinny.
Yeah, like this. If you haven't heard, he's within the 98th percentile in height and like 50th in weight. So like a long bean.
Yes.
But they make fleece ones for like the more winter, longer sleeve. Currently he's in like tank top, like
it's muslin fabric, that like really thin cloth. It's got hedgehogs on it, super cute.
For the summer, and then when he progresses to the fall, we might do like a longer sleeve in that, and then when it starts becoming winter,
or until he starts walking, because they say that I guess like you're not supposed to use them when they walk, because obviously they're like a sack, and so if they try to like walk, they'll completely trip over themselves,
eat shit,
pretty much. But yeah, we love our sleep sacks a lot. It took us a while to kind of find ones that we really liked that weren't like crazy expensive. Like I can't remember what brand, Halo maybe, that are like $40 a pop. I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked into it, but I was like, okay, Amazon, let's find something a little cheaper for my kid that's going to grow out of this in a few months.
So again, down below, the ones that we use, and we couldn't recommend them enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. We got the VTech Sit to Stand toy. It's pretty much like a walker, and it has like a removable front for them to play with the toys and the interactive part of it, like on the floor in a seated position or on the actual walker. But it's supposed to teach them, obviously, sit to stand, so pulling up, and it actually like helps them learn how to walk and everything. He hasn't quite gotten the thought to try to walk with it or cared to. He just wants to play with the front of it, which I would too.
Number one is that it has a lot of different buttons and sounds, and you can set it for like a sing-along mode or just like the interactive mode. So like you can hit one button and then switch the mode and hit the same button, and it would be something different.
well, like one's like more educational, one's like just songs and everything. So it's fun, and it definitely, again, gives him a variety when he's, because they get over toys so fast, it seems now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does give that variety and everything like that. All right, we do have one more product to offer. Sorry if this is annoying, but we want to share what's worked for us. So if you are like pregnant right now or anything like that, so that you know what is good. Like, I know that helped me if I had somebody tell me like, get this, not bad, or like, this is the dupe of this. Like, I always appreciated it. So that's why we're doing this. So the last product is
the playmat that we bought. It is, number one, it is gigantic. It is probably 7 feet by 7 feet.
Right about that.
It is a 1/2 inch thick, so it's nice and soft. It's double-sided.
Like
double-sided, so on one side it's alphabet learning, on the other side it's kind of cutie
there's
animals,
like cute animals on it, but the other side I like better because it's like a maze and there's numbers and letters, so obviously it can grow with him. Like, it's something that he can have and learn his letters and his numbers and everything like that. It like spells out the numbers, and it also has the numbers like written numerically. And so yeah, this math nerd over here.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
but it's awesome because when he's trying to be more mobile,
which he is,
if he tumbles,
face plants,
we know he's going to be safe. And I think it was $60-ish. It is.
I think it was on a Today deal on Amazon. So I think it's between 60 and 70.
And there's other ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't deny.
We were choosing between like three or four that were about that range in price too. But we just knew we wanted to set aside a play area now that he was more mobile, because we kind of had so many different areas, but we wanted to kind of start designated an area as like, this is your playroom, this is your play section.
And thank God, fingers crossed, we'd never had to do this, but it is like a nice, easy fabric to like clean.
Oh my God, it's washable. Yeah.
If he were to puke or to poop. So
it is washable, easily washable. Like, just wipe it off essentially. And super awesome. Now let's get into let's get like real life here. So we kind of already mentioned the allergic reaction kind of questionable event that happened to me, or not to me, with me, but
to Theo.
And that is like kind of a main concern for both of us, was when we started giving him that table food and everything. There's always that like thing in the back of your head, that like voice that's saying, oh my God, what if he's allergic? Like, what am I going to do if he has an allergic reaction? I feel like that has to be true with other first-time parent, any parent really, not just first-time parents.
And then going along with that, like, he might eat something and then he might get a rash, and you think like,
okay, what was it? What was it that he ate?
What was it that he ate? Is it something that he ate that is causing this rash, or did he just scratch into a rash?
Or is it a fabric that he rubbed against? Like that's currently happening right now.
Does
he got like a rash like right here, like yesterday, and we're like trying to rethink like, what the hell did he eat yesterday? And we couldn't necessarily pick one thing. It's just so hard. Like, that's what's noticeably hard now that we've started introducing these, like our table food, is that we're like, okay, is he having an allergic reaction, or is this just some random ass rash that's just because of a fabric or because something rubbed up against him that is random? Like, that's ugh.
And then the skincare, if you did not watch our 0 to 8 month breakdown, he's had a plethora of issues with skincare, and we tried different products, and we can't recommend Cetaphil enough for a baby lotion. Look at that.
We also keep hydrocortisone 1% on stock too, because that helps clear up like any like actual patch that comes up from his eczema or like something like that,
pimples that might happen, or
so we do keep hydrocortisone on stock on the side, on the bench, if you will.
Or if he gets like a drool rash, or if he gets like a nook rash. He kind of has that right now. He kind of has a nook rash.
Which is weird because he doesn't get his nook ever really, except to put himself to sleep. And then again, if he like woke up in the middle of the night, he'll pop it back in.
He will literally
he doesn't use his nook very often. Like it's just like for the first maybe 20 minutes while he's sleeping, and then he like shoots it out of his mouth. And so I don't know how he gets these. If your kid gets it, let us know, and let us know what you use to like help with it. We just usually do like a hydrocortisone little dab on it.
Aquaphor, if it's kind of that dry, patchy, he'll get that around his ankles.
Yeah.
Because he kicks when he's super excited.
Yes, he does. It's cute. It's like you can tell when he's excited because he physically looks like excited. Yes, he does. It's cute, but then you're like, fuck, you're screwing up your ankles again.
Which we put on socks, put on Aquaphor, put on the socks over it. You know, it's going to really
We're hoping that winter will heal it right up because he'll be wearing pants and socks. And when he is walking, he'll be wearing shoes to keep the socks on. So we're hoping that this next upcoming cooler season, which obviously we're not like super crazy excited. I mean, I love fall, but
I hate it.
We can get into that at a different time.
It's the downfall.
Whatever. And we're hoping that in these cooler months when he's got more clothes to cover those ankles and everything like that, hopefully they'll heal up and then he'll be walking and then the ankle thing won't be an issue. So fingers crossed on that.
The daycare versus home is our next little tab. And the whole premise is that we have sort of like a schedule at home and we try our best to relay that information to daycare. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's reality.
No, it's not.
And it's tough because, you know, I can't imagine looking after 4 little infants.
Well, yeah, ratio is like 4 to 1 or something in daycares. And I couldn't imagine it either. I guess our point is, though, is that it is frustrating for the parents because we work hard to get that schedule made because he's in daycare Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. So we have him from Fridays till Mondays on a specific schedule, like 2 naps a day. And they're each like about an hour to hour and a half.
Yeah, he will sleep 2 hours, and then his second nap will be hopefully an hour, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more.
But 2 naps usually. And then somehow we have it all like that's what it has been from Friday to Monday. And then when we get there on Tuesday,
he's down by 9.
Yeah,
it's just like no.
And we don't know the situation, obviously. For all we know, he's overstimulated and it is ready to go down for a nap. We don't know, and we trust the teacher and everything. So don't get us wrong. We're not like a weird, controlling married couple taking care of our kid. But it's just, I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate. It's frustrating because you want to get that schedule in there, but you also don't know the situation.
Originally, it was actually the opposite way around where
he was sleeping crazy amounts of time there.
And it's like, what? Like, there's 25 kids in this. Well, I don't know how many kids are in this room. Maybe 12. 12 kids are in this room crying, screaming, pooping. And you're sleeping 3 hours? Like, you don't do that. You don't do that at home.
Yeah. It's crazy, but it's the reality of the situation. We knew what we were getting into. And again, we do trust our teachers.
And we can't stay at home.
Right.
We don't have that luxury.
And so it's just like a frustrating thing. And along with the food, like we obviously, like we mentioned, we've been introducing these table foods for a while now, and he just doesn't seem interested in them. And we get frustrated because daycare, we have an app and they send us, updates and everything. And they say that he eats all of their lunch. Chicken, watermelon, burger.
We give him a little bit of cheese and he
won't even touch it. And so that's the frustrating thing that we have going on right now too in this last month is that he seems to be eating like human food, for lack of a better term, significantly better there. And I'm like, is it because like he's got peer pressure from the other kids that are eating that?
Or is he actually
food?
eating it, or is he?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've asked my teacher or his teacher, and she always says he always has some of it at least, and he will eat it. And, you know, obviously a lot of it ends up on the floor, which obviously same with us. Our dog Flynn loves it.
Yep.
But it's just a thing where it's a frustration right now. The food, the schedule with daycare, and we trust them with our child, obviously, and we really do trust them. It's just frustrating. So that's a real life thing.
Yeah.
So another real life thing that's been happening for a while is the GD hair pulling.
And I don't even have that much hair. I have some really faint scruff, but
ginger scruff.
Yeah, some patchy scruff, and it hurts me. So I can't imagine what you're going through.
I mean, and it's every time I'm holding it. Well, I shouldn't say every time. Most of the time, when I'm holding him, it's almost like it's like a reaction. It's a habit. He just has to grab it, and that's fine. Grab it. It's fine.
Just don't.
But when it's just like the yank or what, he like sometimes uses them as reins, and oh my god, hurts so effing bad. If you have any solution for that, any of you women out there, men, if you have long hair and your kid's doing it, please tell me. I cannot. I mean, I'm hoping he's going to grow out of it. I really hope so in the next month, hopefully by the next update. But it is painful. And my poor hair. I have fine hair already. I don't want to go bald.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But I know it has to come down to like his motor skills and, you know, seeing a good clump of hair and actually being able to put his hand and grab it and manipulate it in some way, shape, or form.
I'm sure it's a blast for him. He likes the texture or something like that.
I know that, like, when I'm trying to put him down to sleep, I'll be rocking him, and he will grab my nose and just kind of like...
Isn't it like this?
Yeah, sometimes he'll like
grab the nostril.
He'll get a finger in there and just like rip it.
Trying to give you a piercing.
It's like, man. And like I actually have to like avoid, like I'll like set him lower and I'll just kind of look away so he just can't reach.
So he's got some painful habits right now. And not all the time. And it's not that, I mean, it's really just those couple things. He's kind of grabby and the hair pulling, but truthfully, that's about it for now. And hopefully he grows out of it within the next month. But
what's your kid's habits? I mean, ours are hair pulling and...
Mm-hmm. If you have any interesting stories related to your kid having like a habit like that or like any other weird quirk, let us know in the comments. We'd be curious to know.
Yeah, and he'll like rip out your earring.
Oh yeah, I'm constantly like I don't have one in this ear right now. I'm constantly losing earrings because he grabs my hair or like he's just grabby. And I find them eventually on the floor or in my clothes or something like that.
Or in the bottom of my foot.
That maybe only happened like once. And it's not my fault. He just yanks them.
Yeah.
And I don't notice until I'm like looking in the mirror or something. So
last but not least, and we said this in the 8-month episode, but colds fucking suck.
Well, yeah. And I mean, that goes for anybody. But he had a cold because there was a cold going around in the daycare, which, again, we knew what we were getting into. So we knew it was inevitable that he would get a cold.
Instant, you think like COVID.
Oh, yeah.
It's like...
Seriously.
It's like...
Well, because then he gives it to us. And then we're like, holy shit. Like,
now we have COVID.
Do we have it? Am I breathing okay? Can I still taste stuff? Okay, we're good. No fevers or anything. Nope. And so we were fine with that. But it's just like when he's got a cold, you have to use that freaking nose sucker. And it's disgusting.
Which we couldn't recommend enough. Please buy one. It will save you.
Well, using those bubble ones that... Like, they work super well, but they're so hard to clean.
You can't clean them. And this one, you can completely take apart. You can change the filter.
Yeah. So we do recommend it, but it's absolutely like you just got to get your mind past the idea of it.
Sucking.
And you have to, because you can't get the snot out any other way. Seriously. You just can't. But they do suck. He had one, like it just kept on seeming like from that Friday to Monday, he was getting better. And then when he got back to daycare, there was always 1 or 2 kids that still had it, and he'd freaking get it again. There's like 3 solid weeks where he had it. And now
I think we're over it.
We're done.
I think we're over the hump.
We're good. He's good now. So they do suck. And I'm sure all of you would say the same, even for yourself. Like, we don't like getting colds. So
yeah, and they don't sleep. They don't really play as well.
Yeah, they're just tired, and the nose is clogged and running and all of everything.
And then you want them to sneeze, but then you have to deal with the sneeze.
Yeah, all of that. So they suck, but that's real life. And you have to deal with it because they can't do it themselves. So, but anyway.
What do you hope for in the next month?
Ooh, by next update, I'm hoping he does start crawling. Like I said, I'm thinking it'll happen within the next week or so. But I'm hoping that by the next update, he'll be for sure crawling, maybe even taking a few steps or cruising along furniture, getting like steps like that in, but definitely crawling.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's, you can see it in his eyes that he can see that toy just out of reach, and he gets super frustrated that he just
that's the thing.
Can't get there.
We're so aware that once he starts moving, it's going to be chaotic and crazier. But at the same time, you just feel bad for him because he is so frustrated. He wants to reach for something. He wants to get to something, and you can see it, and it's so frustrating for him. So to put selfishness aside, I'd love to see him be able to do what he wants, get to what he wants to get to, as long as it's not like
the outlet
or dog food.
Yeah. I really hope that he really takes on like table food a little bit better. Know.
I'm hoping, I hope the same thing. I hope he will be more interested in it and will actually try it. I hope that we can transition out of the stage 2 and not even move into stage 3. Like, my ideal situation would be that he just kind of moves into table food like full time, along with obviously his formula. But
and we know that like some kids don't like baby food. That's what my aunt said, that my cousin just didn't do it.
Yeah.
So,
which our kid obviously does, and he loves it. And so I'm hoping that we can just kind of transition from these stage 2 foods to table food. That would be awesome. Or, I mean, not even full time by the next update even. I would just like it if he like was more interested in trying everything. That's what I honestly hope for. And then I think one more thing, and I definitely know you'll agree. I would love to hear his first word. Hopefully, Mama.
Yeah.
But I'd be fine if it was Dada too.
Just something that like
you can tell that he's saying a word.
He may not even understand what
the meaning
he's right. actually saying, but he said it, and we go, yay! Oh my God, And
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for it either, and I really hope like I'm home and I'm not working,
right?
Or he doesn't.
Well, yeah, like God forbid he freaking at daycare, like that would suck.
Yeah, he said a word. He said "mama,"
or they like casually bring it up, like, yeah, he said "mama" here, and we're like, what?
No,
wait, he hasn't done that, and so we're hoping that we catch it and that it happens within the next month. Oh, here's another burp.
Can we do a beer check, please? Because
I'm almost there.
I am almost done with 2, ma'am.
Well, are you done?
I'm fantastic.
Okay. Well, should we close this video out then?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming on, listening to us. If you're watching us, thanks for watching.
Yes.
Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, or give us 5-star rating if you're listening to us on podcast. We are on Amazon Music now.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you are an Amazon Music listener, definitely check that out. But we are there as well. And then comment below if you have any 9-month updates with your child, or if you are interested in any of the products we mentioned. Again, we have them linked in the description box below. And if you want to check out our previous video on the first 8 months with Theo, up above Aaron's head. And
if you have any video suggestions for topics or anything,
content suggestions, anything really, just engage us. We'd love to hear from you. And again, we hope you had a great Monday. We hope you have a great rest of your week. And cheers. Haha, you're empty. I still have some.